Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody.
Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Timber cuts it out. And he's running through. Shot could... He's having a shot! Goal! Germany! First blood drawn. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Flecken breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Timber gets across to intercept that. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barella. He's on it, can he get away? Goes for a shot! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Germany are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that looks a decent ball. No way through there. And he thumps it clear. And it's Bellingham.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Mbappe. There's the shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, They didn't cover themselves in glory here.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
That has been cut short. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Valverde! Koundé gets good distance on it. And he's had it nicked away. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pinches it off him. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham is wide and looking to get onto this. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. And here's Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Back into the... Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. And that has been slung wide. Looks across and plays it in. Tries to get it clear. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Just eases him off the ball. Probing pass. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Chance! Really well taken goal. Just cruising! They are cruising! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to...
And that's that. Vietnam suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Barella! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's a look and plays it forward. And he's managed to get free. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vinicius Junior. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy Donnarumma really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Yamal. He's in a great position here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shot a goal! Oh, crossbar! So it is still 0-0. That's a cute ball. And he was quick to react. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Valverde. Valverde. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking for the run. Swept in. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't...
Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. And here's Isak. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. And it's Koundé. Koundé hurtling down that right flank. And here's Mbappe. Ndika kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van de Ven. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior purring through the gears. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Barella. Nice control. And it's Barella. Played out wide. Looking, tries a shot! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
There's no flag. Cleared without complication. Vinicius Junior knocks it into space. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Germany clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Holland, chance surely! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs.
And a shot! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Germany go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, super find. Lovely, now then. And the finish! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Yamal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Here's Chouameni. Timber. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Van de Ven chooses to go cross-field. Koundé. And it's Gravenberch. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Erling Haaland. Number
Well seen,
9,
saw that coming.
That was well played,
Number
well
8,
stopped.
Bellingham.
In by James.
Number 6, Federico Valverde.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Yamal. Coming on the field, number 21.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their
Number
next
18,
substitution.
Rodrigo.
Nunez,
Number 22.
expertly cut out, really
Pedri.
nicely done.
Number 4, Marco Asensio.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Number 7,
Vietnam
Huyhd.
are looking to break
Substitution
at
in progress.
pace. Over to the left. And it's Gravenberch. Ambitious ball here. James in acres of space out wide. Oh, smashing header! And that would have won it.
Nunez really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Asensio, Cucurella. Now it's Rodrigo. Can he finish? Really well taken goal.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He is just caressing the ball. He's got away. Chance! Chouameni, Pedri.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van de Ven, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Darwin. He's in a good... And the shot! It's in! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Germany could not have picked a better
Added minute
time
has
to
been
snatch a
indicated.
2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And the flag has stayed down. Yildiz. Asensio. That pass has been well intercepted. Yildiz puts his foot on the gas. Asensio. Yildiz. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Please make
Well,
sure to
Peter,
watch the
I
screen
really
for
couldn't see what
information
this team
bulletin.
was trying.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the tries a shot! Goal! The ideal start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Mbappe! And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Germany! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Germany get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Played back. And it's James. Now the ball in. That's tidy. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van der Ven. Can he finish? He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Bellingham. Yamal.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cucurella. Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away? There's a look and place it forward. Haaland touches it back. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He could... And the shot! And it's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe is firing after that one. Could move up a gear here. Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. Bellingham has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the ref told him.
Big header! Oh, the ball's come loose here, and again! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bellingham.
There will be 3 minutes.
We are
added
into
time.
stoppage time. And he cuts out the supply.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van der Ven, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that'll be the last act of the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Van Dijk. Can he get it through? Vietnam ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And here's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Bellingham looking to add to his goal. Looking for the run. And he's worked it through. He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital. That's going to go a long way. Chouameni. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gravenberg. Searching pass he's played there. Cucurella. Yamal chasing after it. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. No, he's not getting his way this time. Gravenberg. Germany have a chance to counter-attack. And there's green grass ahead of him. Decent chance! He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Germany take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Van Dijk is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal. And here's Haaland. Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's fabulous. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
And if you do have a chance to